Hey there, my gorgeous goddesses, and welcome back to this series on how to find relaxation in your glow up. And what I want to do is I want to invite you to categorize, organize your glow up into 3 categories, and that is romance, luxury, and beauty. And when you can organize everything you're doing for yourself, that self-love, doing for yourself, and you categorize it and you try one new thing a day in each bucket, your life is going to level up around you. And then you join me in our Keys to Connection live containers, because when the chaos starts happening around you, how to find your center so that you can let it play out. What I found in my life is I just needed the chaos to play out. Not talk about it, not continuously bring it up with my friends, but using my strategies in my level up to figure out what that pattern is. And I've already talked about romance, so today I'm going to talk about luxury. Luxury is a frequency. And sometimes in our level up, we can get very scattered, very scattered. There's so much to do. Our hair's taking longer. Nails, not just the cost, but the time it takes to sit in our relaxation at the salon is almost impossible. And that is the key, to be able to find it in your nervous system, which we know can be trained, neuroplasticity, by reframing some of our fears or reframing why we can't do something into our next level up. I remember when my favorite line was, I can't meditate. I can't slow my body down. If I lay in bed, something's moving. A leg, my eyeballs. I'm elevated over the bed with every muscle in my body. And that was my story until I turned it around. And that's what the bucket of luxury is. Being able to see that pattern, taking the time it takes to learn to slow down, to get that restless leg syndrome, to just simply rest. Because what it is it's our nervous system's in fight or flight, and they've been in fight or flight our whole lives. They've probably been in fight or flight for generations. Our DNA is made of at least 7 generations back. So whatever they were fighting is in us somewhere, and it's going to come out in sneaky patterns. And when you can hold the frequency of everything as a luxury, you can find a higher level of gratitude, because when someone gives me flowers, or as you see behind me, when I give myself flowers, I smell them every day. It's luxury. I am the woman that has fresh flowers in her house every day so that I can experience a beautiful rose every single day in my travels around my house. And then when the roses start dying, I utilize their petals in my goddess baths. So the high vibration of that rose is now transferred into my bath water with blessed oils, so that I am just resting in my own medicine, visualizing the infinity pool that I'm sitting in on the yacht in Dubai at a private weekend away. That's luxury. Doesn't take money for that. What it does take is time. And that is the biggest key to finding the luxury in what you already have, creating the space in your life, in your body, so that you can utilize these beautiful affirmations that you're practicing. Rewire the neurons in your brain to accept the new pattern, to accept the new frame. And that can all be done just with a simple reframe. And if you're interested in more, check out the playlist series, because I go through all 3 buckets. I've given you already some examples of how I bring luxury into my life, and most of it is through time. I've never seen a woman not running around, rushing around. So in learning how to not rush, I am also calming my nervous system, allowing the cortisol to be excreted one exhale at a time, and learning how to complete my circuitry of being seen by practicing this one skill. So before I go, here's the last little tidbit I want to give you about finding luxury in your life. Women are natural receivers. If we just take a look at just the simple act of physical sex, we are the receivers. So when we take that and we celebrate the fact that in our goddesshood, in our queendom, in our priestesshood, we receive first. So as you are running around taking care of everyone around you because you are just the biggest hearted woman ever, take care of you by remembering that self-care is loving yourself and creating your blueprint. And when you love yourself, you complete the circuitry of life, the circuitry of the magical geometry that keeps this planet alive, keeps the seasons going, keeps the moon phases, keeps everything harmonized. That's the same circuitry that's working with us. And when we can figure out where it's not connecting, we can start shining our light. For instance, taking an inhale is good as long as there's an exhale that follows it. If you just take the inhale, you only have one circuit going and you'll eventually die. So, when I'm receiving something, I have to understand that I don't need to give to receive. I need to receive first before I give. You've heard of comments of overflow. Our giving is from our overflow, so we must receive before we give. So every time this weekend you feel the need to give or jump in and fix, take your box breath and let that little feeling play out. Because creating that 16-second box breath is your luxury so that you can let something play out and save your energy for you. All right, ladies, check out the other videos in this series. And if any of this resonates with you, like, share, and subscribe, and check out the Yumminess Revolution where we can go deep. How do we really find that frequency of luxury and hold it even in the bad days? And we talk about that. All right. Take care out there.